Hurricane Ian caused multiple breaches of stormwater management system at a phosphate mine near Fort Meade, as well as destruction and flooding in DeSoto, Charlotte, and Sarasota counties. What if future floods in DeSoto County contain radioactive toxic waste? Nestor said that when they're calculating watersheds, they calculated at 8 inches in a 24-hour period. We had over 20 inches with Ian. And climate change experts tell us that this 1,000-year or 500-year event will probably happen much more often. This mine site is on 18,000 acres near pristine Horse Creek, which flows into the Peace River. Spills of toxic waste materials from this mine could kill threatened roseate spoonbills and pollute our drinking water. DeSoto would get 8 60-foot-tall clay slime dams in the Horse Creek Basin. These clay slime areas contain radioactive elements and heavy metals. The U.S. EPA has determined that Florida's current water quality standards do not protect us from pollutants and adverse health effects. And indeed, we are not even testing for additional pollutants that they are requiring. So we have a year to comply with the Clean Water Act. I'm showing this eagle because when I was in Minnesota, I'm a professor, by the way, a former professor, I'm retired now in beautiful Florida. One of the things that we did was we tested eaglets because eagles bring 2 to 3 fish a day to their young, and we could find out what poisons were in the rivers from testing the eaglets. I didn't hear anything about testing wildlife. I saw pictures of a few wildlife there, but that doesn't tell us anything about whether those wildlife are being damaged. I did see Shannon showed an example of an empty sandhill crane nest. Here's one with life on it. We have lost more wetlands than any other state. Why would we choose to create more habitat loss by approving a phosphate mine? Mosaic claims to reclaim the land, or proposes, but how can we be assured that events like Hurricane Ian aren't going to cause dangerous toxic spills? And we also don't know the cumulative effects of poisoning the habitat. Mining strips the land of all vegetation and soil 60 to 80 feet under the ground. Soils and ecosystems can never be restored to natural conditions. Instead, invasive species like Kogan grass thrive in disturbed areas. This affects pine productivity and survival, wildlife habitat, and native plants. In fact, it thrives in Mosaic's reclaimed lands. The panther is endangered. Phosphate companies have destroyed thousands of acres. If we save habitat, we can save animals, wildlife, and people as well. Because natural wetlands and uplands have irreplaceable value. They are complex biological systems. The phosphate industry's record of restoring natural environments is dismal. Wood storks nesting on the Peace River need clean air, land, and water, and so do we. Let's preserve what we have and not destroy it. Mosaic has a history of destruction in Florida for sinkholes. A massive one dumped 215 million gallons of acidic waste into the aquifer. Our manatees are threatened now with seagrass destruction and habitat loss. In fact, the FWC is now feeding them. One of the things I've done in my retirement is work as a bird monitor. So I've seen the effects of devastation directly on wildlife. This is a grouper and a threatened snowy plover chick standing near the grouper to eat maggots. Red tide was fueled when phosphate mining dumped millions of gallons of toxic wastewater in Tampa Bay. So I'm going to end by saying, we have beautiful land here. Please preserve it.
Reagan Whitlock.